What's up, YouTube? COD4Man221 here, and welcome to the season finale of Season 5 here. So as you can see, we're going to be playing with Lipton and Max. Max is the British, Lipton is the Americans. And I got a great match here for you. There's going to be tons of armor clashes and just an all-around fun match. It's going to be a little bit longer. It's about 53 minutes. So we're going to be commentating for quite a while, but when you get a match like this, it's definitely worth showing. It's pretty epic. Definitely just a lot of great visuals, eye candy, and it's gonna be awesome. So we're on the factory map here, and so Max is gonna be covering our field. Lipton's gonna be kind of in the center, and he's gonna be able to pivot between my side. I'm gonna be holding the left side of the map here. And Lim's going to basically float back and forth. Usually what happens, the last time I showed this battle, well, the battle on this match here, a match on this map, we were fighting over the fuel here. And we were able to deny our opponents the fuel. So we figured that's what's going to happen this time. But we'll see. Let's just say my sector is going to get a ton of action over here on the left flank. There's going to be a lot of stuff going here. I do like the way this map looks. I do find, though, it can be a little... If you're playing as Axis, there can be a little bit of artillery superiority for the British with the mortar emplacements, but the Stuka-Sufusi can help counter that. You can see Lipton's troops are in somewhat light cover here, and they're going to be forced to fall back because there's two guys in the center here. Meanwhile, the purple player is taking over the fuel down here, and that's going to be my primary opponent, and this guy's a machine gun setup here. And nothing's really going on the right side here. I'm setting my conscripts. I think they're trying to make a push in the middle, so we do have a lot of units here ready to respond if they decide to push in the center. But I'm gonna have to shift back over because I'm getting, I have a machine gun here. However, my Maxim, I'm gonna set it up. It's actually a really cool looking building here. I like this. You can see there's it's open here. That's pretty cool. And besides looking at the building texture here, I'm gonna have my MG in here. And I'm going to start targeting his MG right here. And I'm like, haha, we have the building. You are in the middle of the open, Mr. MG crew. So I'm going to start shooting at this MG. I just want to get it suppressed here. He's going to try to pull out of here. But I do have to be careful, though. We do have these Storm Pioneers moving up on the left side of the building, shooting literally at the wall. But I'm going to have to switch my angle here. I do have a Kupelwagen over here also. I do have my conscripts coming in to shoot these guys in the back, saying, haha. We can actually hit you and you can't, not paying attention. So I managed to turn my MG and pin those guys to the ground here. And after those guys have been pinned, I'm trying to wipe them out. I'm going to have to turn my machine gun again back to the MG42, which has our attention here. And when he's in the middle of the open area, they have killed a lot of my men in the building here. The question was, he's going to retreat there. The question is, did his machine gun do more of the damage, or did the Storm Pioneers do more of the damage? Anyway, he's going to try to outflank me possibly over here. This is another choke point route I have to worry about. There's 5 major routes here. 2 on this side. There's this one, and then we have 1 in the center, 1 over here, and then this one's over here. We have a lot of action. I should probably show our opponents. We're playing against 2 Wehrmacht players, one OKW player. And the DGM. This guy's French gentleman, kind of like French guards, except I'm a guard soldier. I was actually asked that recently for basically, why'd you get French guard as your name? And I actually surprised there wasn't a questions and answer video about where did you get your Steam name. About Call of Duty format, where did you get that? But I got that from, I really like the French guard units in Empire and Napoleon Total War, so I just made myself French guards after them. And it's stuck, I haven't really changed it since then. I went incognito one time, went for British guards for like an hour. And then I was COD4Man221 when I was back in the 10TE regiment on Mountain Warblade. How times have changed. So, yep, I basically secured this side here. I do have a machine gun here. These guys are hurt. I'm about to retreat them, but I want them to capture a point first before we get that. I have an AT gun coming out also. I want to defend against it. That Kupelwagen comes back. This AT gun has its name, its number. See, our opponents are pushing in right here, and there are 3 of them over here actually. So Max is being very smart in retreating. Lipton's healing up and reinforcing his squads here. And I have a lot of ideas. Well, first of all, thanks for even watching this video. We're about 5 minutes in. We'll see how many you get to 53 minutes. Maybe we'll have a special word at the end there of the video here. But thanks for watching these videos. I mean, coming up here is seriously the most popular. Well, Call of Duty 1 has like tons of views on that, my walkthrough and that. But in terms of fan engagement and a lot of views, you guys really like the COH videos. I love making them for you. And you know, it's just great that we have a lot of you guys watching these videos and enjoying the content. So definitely thanks for that. I appreciate you guys looking in the videos here and watching them. I enjoy this game a lot, and I'm hoping we get COH 3 soon, maybe next year. Anyway, you can see how this is kind of sneaky what I'm doing here. Now, I didn't barbed wire this whole thing, and here's why. I figure if my opponent randomly clicks over here, his unit's just gonna say, okay, there's barbed wire here, we're gonna walk around, and as they walk around, they're gonna go up right into my mine here. So I'm not gonna barbed wire here at all. I'm just going to have the thing there. I'm gonna kind of scout here with my guys and see if they have anything to kind of stop me. I am shooting at these guys who are trying to put down a mine here, which they will succeed in. Actually, they're down to 2 men here. They're taking a lot of fire. They're not shooting back here. It seems like he's... Yeah, they did not get that mine down 1 millisecond and it would have been done. Now we have the Kupovagans. We have the... Looks like they just ran over. Lipton did put the defenses down the center here, but they're breaking through.
God's troops ready for action.
And that's the problem. Look at that. These guys are actually decent in certain numbers, but they can be killed. Look at this captain here. He's ready to... You know, these bazookas are ready to, you know, make these pushback cars here. Lipton also has grenades. Looks like... Right. Nice. Right on the mortar. Very lucky that mortar got away at all. So I'm trying to outflank my opponent. I'm moving up. I was actually trying to destroy the mine that was here. I didn't realize. I thought it wasn't finished. I thought it wasn't finished. I mean, I thought it was finished, so that's why I did that. So I'm going to try to outflank my opponent here, but there's a Luke's here. My HC gun is not on this side here, so this is a kind of it's a little bit of a devastating assault for me. I'm going to lose a lot of units if I'm not careful, so I'm going to fall back here. I'm just going to pull... These guys ran the wrong way back. They ran straight past the enemy, so that's a problem. And check this out. I managed to wipe out that Kupowagen with my mine there. So the other one's like confused. It just saw its buddy get blown up here. So they made some pushes over here. But with the buffers here, which is barely alive here, he needs to repair this. It is braced, but they have some artillery here.
You're attacking an emplacement.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to.
The enemy have destroyed.
At least let that get destroyed. If they could steal the mortar here, that would be great. There, you can see they're healing up and still shooting into the grenadiers, but there's a machine gun set up here. Kind of a disastrous assault for my allies early on here. I mean, nothing's really happening. I'm just replenishing my squads. I have 3 machine guns, as you know, as up here you can clearly see that. Yeah, my opponent has some forces protect their field over here. I do need to put more mines down. Right now we're winning on victory points. We are holding the majority of them. The center is still... nothing's really going on. I think that it was a mistake. Maybe not so. Maybe early on it wasn't, but I think this was way too defensive in the beginning here. At the end, I'll tell you, at the end of this match, I don't want to spoil anything, but we do not touch the center at all. This was a mistake because we just allowed our opponents to focus on the far right or on the left side and not to worry about the center. They have 1 bunker here. We need to be probing that. We need to destroy that. I'm trying to target this MG here. Now I have my own MG here, and if this Luke's wants to find me, I do have these anti-tank units. We have the guard rifle infantry, very elite units. They do have DPs also, but we have the Kupowagen right here, so I'm going to shoot at this because it's going to try to kill my MG here.
IL-2 recon flight gassed up and set to go.
So we unlock the IL-2 also. These guys are pinned to the ground here. I'm flanking from this side, and I'm moving out my units here. I'm going to try to pincer my opponent here. He is shooting. That unit almost got wiped out. I did button his vehicle here. But there's just a lot of enemy units right here, so I'm going to move up here. I'm not going to steal the machine gun. I don't need it. And I have my AT gun here. I'm going to fire at the tank. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to kill it, which I'm not. So that unit had to withdraw. We had an incendiary grenade here, so it was a good attempt on an assault here. I definitely keep my opponent busy here, but it's time to fall back with my gun here. So I'm gonna pull back here, and this machine gun will cover me, and we're gonna keep suppressing the enemy units here. And I'm gonna have to fall back my MG. I have another MG coming over here to help set up. I have to cover us on our retreat here because he's gonna just chase me. So this was covering this guy's retreat here. So not too bad. My opponent really is kind of weak on this side, and if I could get a T-70 or something, that might help out. Maybe an SU 76, but I did grab myself a mortar. I'm feeling pretty confident about my position here. I do have 2 MGs, almost 3. I'm reinforcing one back at base. This is bad. I need to set up my MGs again. So I'm going to call a good old recon here, and so is my opponent. So I'm getting recon of what's kind of over here. Let's see, our opponents have built a ton of fuel caches. We have none. That's one thing you should definitely do in a match is build fuel caches. We didn't build enough here. That was a mistake. I don't know if the machine gun is facing the wrong way. Now we have a Stuka-Sufus, and that was absolutely devastating. So I'm grabbing a T-34 right now. That wiped out my Maxim and my mortar crew, so I'm forced to fall back here. I don't have any kind of I need some more mines or some barbed wire over here. Look at this guy just trying to chase me. They're also, one of them went Luftwaffe, I think. They're dropping supplies. Oh, Austria dropping. So he's dropping supplies here, which is a bunch of fuel. And I've turned my MG because I think he's gonna just flank me here, but he's actually gonna completely come around my flank here, and he's moving in all his units in a blob here. So I'm in trouble here. I've lost my support units here. I have units reinforcing back at base that are coming up here, and these guys all have AT. So this is pretty devastating here. There's a statue of Lenin, by the way. So my machine gun is trying to hold out. I'm trying to suppress these units here. Look, this Luke's is just devastating. It has 13 kills and 14 kills there. This is pretty bad, but I do have some guard troops coming in here. So I let my machine gun die, but it was for a good cause. He's distracting the enemy here. You know, I hit his Lukes here, and I'm ready to do some damage. I see all the AT units here, so I do have to be careful. He's using these guys as a shield. I did not have free fire on. I had prioritized vehicle, so T-34 was not going to shoot at his units here. He gets away once again with his darn Lukes here, so he gets lucky basically. I don't need to lose my Vet 2 guard squad here.
The sector is at risk.
So I'm a little mad. I would love to wipe this Vet 2 unit out if I could, but if I'm not careful, I'm going to hit a mine or something and lose my tank. It's just not worth it. And he's this nice little repair thing right here. And then look at this. There's a Panzer IV behind me. It blew right through our lines here, so my T-34 I had is going to lose its turret spinning the wrong way. Do manage to button it. My guard rifleman got slaughtered here. My T-34 is not backing up this way. I am screwed here, guys. I've just lost. I went from a great position with my army here, just utterly destroyed. Mostly coming from this part, did not bottle up here. Now they get doubled. DGM was here, so now Lipton's going to shift a lot of forces over here, which I need. I have a half-track here. It's going to help try to reinforce. I need to reclaim my heavy support guns. I do have an AT gun over here. That's fine. I have 2 Maxims and a mortar that have all been abandoned here. The crews have been killed, so I need to start reinforcing. Now, a tip for reinforcing is using conscripts are great for the Russians, or even using my engineers, which are dirt cheap to reinforce. And they move their Stukas over here, and they're going to start hitting these positions. Stukas is a great choice on this map here. You know, whenever you hear the Stukas launch, you're always happy when it does not hit near your units. So we're taking back the victory point. We need to keep the pressure on our opponents. And I'm going to be reinforcing this AT, and I got to try to set up a defensive position again here, and hopefully not get outflanked. I do have these guys in the building here to hopefully stop any outflank maneuvers. And Lipton's going to put down some mines here to help cover the flank. Anyway, this part, you know, our opponents believe that we're too dug in over here. So they're going to begin to start focusing on my sector right here. And there will be a lot more losses here, I'll tell you that. In fact, I cannot even... I mean, they could the AT gun. Yeah, they're gonna... I can't even man one of my machine guns. I managed to grab my mortar here. If I do have more guard troops, I think those guys did get wiped out as they were retreating last time. Is that a leg right there? Wow. Anyway, they're pushing up here. I have my machine gun to suppress. I have guard rifle units in here. They're going to try to outflank me here. Lipton does have bazookas, which is helping out. So we do have all our AT units here. I'm turning my AT gun again. He's really been able to outmaneuver me here, which is frustrating. And he's able to retreat. I need like 2 minutes just to reclaim my weapons and help reinforce. We have reinforcements over here. We have a nice Cromwell from Max. And that was just the first wave. We have the next wave coming up here. They're dropping more supplies. Just tons of fuel is right here. 40 fuel right there. That must cost manpower here. I don't think it was French. It was the other guy. Yeah, 200 manpower to drop all that fuel. It's mostly fuel. As you can see, it's pretty much all fuel.
We are losing a sector.
Yeah, it says fuel and munitions. He's just getting a ton of fuel. So I have manned my mortar back, so I'm trying to stabilize the front a little bit. I could definitely use some mines. On the side, they're also making some incursions. The BP is... They have a Panther over here. This mortar in place, this mortar carrier has 11 kills, vet 3. I love using this thing. It's great against especially Soviet positions. I try to like things with flames here. Like this is the incendiary barrage. I like the Wehrmacht's flame half track. Flamethrowers are good if you can keep your guys alive. See, they have mines around here. Anyway, I'm getting devastated by another Stuka barrage. He managed not to kill any units, actually. This one was definitely not as successful as the last one. But they're using recon to see where I am, so... I do have engineers here that need to help repair. They are vet 1. May have been being shot at. And it's all quiet on the Western Front right now. And emplacements killed again. This thing has been so effective at being able to counter Max's emplacements here. He's even using this to try to hopefully rain fire down upon this guy here. He's being covered by the building, so good placement. I think he's actually going to try to maybe sneak some commandos in. Anyway, round 3 here. Just a lot of guys here. Hope they'll get close enough. They're not in range. And I need to pull that back a little further. They were not in range, unfortunately. Put my machine gun there. And soon enough, guys, but partly into Season 6, they're hopefully going to do that update where they'll finally get rid of all these Panzer Shreks for these Volks blobs. Now, we may have someone even worse.
The enemy
you know, they're allowed to get MP44s, and they may just shred infantry all of a sudden, so we might have to deal with that balancing problem. So, we just don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get outflanked over here again. But Lipton has mines. Squad wiped. So look, I think they're maybe going to consider going over this way. Lipton has some nice rangers ready to do some damage with these guys. Anyway, they're pounding my position once again here. Could have been devastating. They're actually trying to. They took out Lennon's face there. I have my own tank over here, but there's two guys over here. I can only survive so much with the Stuka-Sufus with the barrages. I have built a howitzer. Or I'm almost finished building a howitzer. I'm trying to counter this guy. But the only thing saving me right now is, look at that beautiful strike here with my gun here, my AT Division Field gun. 7 kills there. He did a very good job here. And even retreating units aren't safe. We're probably going to try to wipe one of these squads here. Now, I can still ram. I don't know if ramming really works that well in this game anymore. Like, it used to be able to... Like, he popped out Fallschirmjägers here, too. I literally cannot win. It's like, I'll beat back the assault, and Fallschirmjägers pop out and wipe out my veteran crew here. I'm taking a ton of losses here. And they have now Panthers over here. So they've kind of backed off. Came out. I do have the bombing strike here I could use. They have infantry support gun here. I'll hop down my unit here. I have to do a general retreat. And yeah, the whole left side is collapsing. There's 2 Panthers over here. I have another half track I managed to buy. I just don't have any manpower. I could maybe get some SUs, but I managed to stop his Panzer. He puts his rear armor towards us, so I'm hoping that I can maybe kill him here, but it's very important we do not let this Panther get away here. So he lost his Panther for a T-34. The fuel on that is much different. They're just... Look at all this infantry. They have infantry, they have like multiple tanks. They kind of swarm this whole position here. So Lipton's going to come in and try to save the day here with his AT units. He has given everyone multiple bazookas here. I've seen this before. People use rear echelon because they're very cheap infantry and they just give them a bunch of bazookas and say have fun. So someone's calling down something here. Looks like white phosphorus. That should slow the units and kill their health pretty badly. It really suffocates units. And this guy's almost out there. I do have the quad mount on this. We're ready to do some damage to some units. Maybe some minesweepers. Unfortunately, and Stuka-Sufus is going to keep shooting. And thankfully that hit. I mean, besides almost wiping out my half track again, that guy got killed there. It didn't really do any damage. Lipton has some units in this house here. I just do not have any time to actually try to properly reinforce here. I call a bombing strike down and I wiped out his Panther there. So the Soviet Air Force is saying, you're not going to kill our tanks, Panthers. And I have the quad mount here. Ready to do some damage, making sure they can't get the animation off here. And they are suppressed. We have units over here though. As Lipton retreats, I'm going to get outflanked again if I'm not careful. Alright, this unit right here, I could throw a grenade. Maybe. He's going to move, so I realize he's going to move anyway, so I need to fall back. We're not going to be able to beat a grenadier squad with half a squad here. And they're right near my gun here. I actually have my howitzer right here, so I do have to be aware. And thankfully Lipton is... You know, they bring their tanks way behind enemy lines here. Just super far behind our lines. And that's a one-way ticket for this Panzer crew here. It will get destroyed. There are only so many ways it can escape here. And it tries to go this way. Lipton's tank is right here to shoot him. his main gun's destroyed. Yeah, he was just screwed 100% there, no matter where he maneuvered. So we just have a bunch of infantry over here. One thing I found with the Soviets is that there's a doctrine I didn't pick that where you can get PPSHs for your conscripts. For conscripts to be pretty much effective at all, you need to upgrade them with those PPSHs because they're just horrible units. Lipton barely lost. You know, he could have lost the whole squad there. Could have been devastating. I'm gonna hop my machine gun back in. These are the only guys who have survived from the first group here. 12 kills. If I can suppress these guys, I do have the half track to help me out here. Hoping to actually wipe one of these squads here. That'd be nice. Vet 2 here, 1 man left in the squad. I know he's going to get lucky and get out of there once again with his Vet 2 squad there. But I'm going to go right after these guys here. He's just trying to take my munitions. You know, our opponents don't seem to have really... Oh, they have a ton of troops over here, actually. Lipton has shifted over here, which is helping me out here, but... It's like, hey, we know you guys love getting pounded by the Dukes of Hazzard. How about we put a Panzerwerfer here? Yeah, they have a... I'm really curious. This says 12 kills. How much does the Dukes of Hazzard have? 28 kills. Oh, by the way, so there's a King Tiger over here. So I think it's important to talk to your teammates. So Nick, Lipton, and I were all on TeamSpeak. I was saying, guys, there's a King Tiger over here. Guys. So, basically, they're going to come help me out. Lipton has a Pershing out. We need to take down this King Tiger here. Like, I have one, you know, a T-30. Whoa. That was close. Like, a T-30. Look at this. Like, my 1-4 AT gun, who just got remanned here. I'm just, like, trying to get my half-track the hell out of here. I don't need to lose, like, 3 of these. Bazookas are just bouncing right off of this thing. Thankfully, the Jackson is helping out over here. I'm trying to get my half-track back. He has his rear armor exposed here. They're trying to take out my unit in the building, Vet 3. He's going to run this way, toward our base, away from me. And that look is going to push in. But I do have a machine gun, thankfully. We're just trying to hold these guys. So he actually got hit by something of the Panther here, and this is just not good right now. There's so much chaos over here. That squad got wiped out. This thing is just taking out his squads here that are bunched up. Look at this chaos. Like, this is amazing. This is like a Michael Bay movie right here. The amount of stuff that's flying in, things are blowing up, units are getting wiped out wholesale. Whole scale on wholesale. And I'll tell you this, all the Panthers that came across the bridge here will get destroyed. So you can actually reman this. So 1 Panther killed. 2 Panthers killed over here. 3 Panthers killed here. We just killed that machine gun that tank driver just said. And I'm bombarding this area here. They have a King Tiger. I actually forgot about my artillery gun, which is pretty bad because how much manpower I spent, but that was just crazy. And guys, there is so much more of that chaos and destruction to come here. I just have a bunch of engineers because I say, you know what, I can maybe reinforce some of these engineers. And I'm using this to capture, actually. I just need to keep my units healed up here. Lipton has the infantry and Max. Looks like they're laying a mine here. Whoa! We now see that crew there. So I fired some artillery and I actually managed to wipe out. I destroyed that guardhouse here. This is my artillery firing. Managed to wipe out a full squad that was repairing there. Look at that, just so much destruction. Look at my casualties here, guys. 126 men and vehicles. Anyway, I need to get these guys healed up. I haven't put medics at base because I've just been trying to reinforce and get more machine guns and stuff to the field here.
Heavy machine gun team prepared for combat.
And now I'm just going for some tank destroyers here because we could use them against some of the King Tiger, like the heavy tank they have here. But his headquarters are damaged, which is important. Lipton's going to destroy my Maxim here. You know, if I can't reman it, might as well just not have it there. I think the Germans actually took that briefly. Now this one's almost dead also. So this T-34 is back in the fight here. It's almost fully repaired. Helping repair Lipton's tank also. This Pershing is helping us out. It has 5 kills, 5 infantry have died to it.
Send your orders.
And now I'm going to take this AT gun here. Actually, I'm going to repair this AT gun first because it's almost dead. It's another tip I have. It's important, you know, AT guns will sometimes just get destroyed pretty easily if they're low health like this, so it's important to kind of actually repair. So you can see I'm doing that with this AT gun also here. Just want to make it in top fighting condition here. Putting another machine gun in this house, which seems to be dominating this position here. You know, you never see people put snipers in buildings anymore.
Our enemy has only 200 points.
It's like a giant, that looks like Max. Let's go on to him here. What was that? It looks like a giant flyby. He's calling down an assault and recon so you can see enemy territory here. And someone's calling heavy artillery down here. I'm also firing around this area here. Anyway, they've moved up. Let's go back to the fighting here. So I'm keeping him distracted with my kind of units in the front here. And we managed to push him back here. We also have all the kind of flanking units of Lipton here, so we're kind of stuck. They have my units in the front to deal with. I lost the building collapse here, so I lost my other machine gun. But yeah, this is not good. He's gonna, you know, he's just getting hit with so much AT units here and tanks that he's fall back in with this King Tiger. And their own AT unit got wiped out there, and they dropped the Panzerschreck. So he actually lost a squad there, I think, maybe 2. Anyway, they pushed up here, and Lipton learned from my mistakes earlier on, and he still has a mine right here where the part of the tail of the plane is there. And he's actually going to wipe out both these squads here, so they were not paying attention. He might be focusing on this side. So it looks like the Sherman Firefly has wiped out another Panther here. So our opponents may have a ton of fuel, they may be dropping fuel, but they are definitely losing too many units. It's a lot of manpower. 490 for a Panzer. Well, if you're the OKW, it's 200 fuel. Let's take a look at that. Yep. Well, it's 175 actually. 490 manpower, 175 fuel. So, you know that AT gun we just repaired? It's gone. So now that's gone. IT-34 is still here. Kind of moved up a little bit. They're going to drop more fuel here. Lipton is really helping with his heavy tank over here. Now, the other thing he's supplying with his veteran infantry. Because my infantry's all dead. Like, they've died. This is like enemy at the gates from 2000. Where the, oh, my artillery just missing everything. Enemy at the gates like in 2000 when all the Soviet soldiers were just like trying to defend Stalingrad. Actually hoping to hit some of these units here. Lipton's laying down more mines, which is good. He can do that with his infantry. Not with his engineers. So we have 2 Panthers, 3 Panthers over here, and 4 Panthers over here, and 5 Panthers over here, and a King Tiger. don't think I've ever seen this many Panthers in this one sector before. 5 Panthers. We have to shoot down that recon airplane. And 5 Panthers. I have a Katyusha here to kind of... I was aiming over here. And yeah, I need to fall back. That's a Vet 5 squad here. Yeah, he got killed.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
So it's time to back up here. Need to hold their units and suppress, try to keep them as suppressed as I can here. I'm trying to do a lot of things like get multiple vehicles out of here. I did fall back. They managed to take this point again here. I'm just by sheer force again. See other things happening over here though. Once again, turning the Panther's rear armor to the Pershing is a mistake. Pershing's main gun is destroyed. Max comes over. So they did lose one. They lost 2 Panthers so far. Anyway, they're getting behind our lines here. I'm running back to my base, by the way. Is this a comment? That is a comment there. So much armor here, and they still... Yeah. I'm grabbing another SU and trying to retreat here. And these guys have the momentum, and they feel it. So they're actually going to just push in here and keep going into our base here. So another Panther down, but... Yeah, we're in trouble. And just like with what you could do with SUs back in the day, back when this game first came out, you could easily just maneuver around them. So you're just going to spin in a circle and shoot me because he's a turret and I don't. And unfortunately, my SU does not come out fast enough, so the same thing can happen again with this SU. And I have my SU coming out, more towards this area here, and I did run at the rally point there, so I'm just going to run straight into a King Tiger here. And we are screwed right now. Absolutely. The problem is, in trying to kill my SU, they're going to lose another Panther here. So that's another Panther down. So we've taken massive losses. Look how cocky this is. They even brought up their artillery, their Panzerwerfer, all the way up to our edge of our base. So even though they did all of that damage, threw us all the way back to our base, they lost 4 Panthers doing that. 4 Panthers died. So, and we still control the victory point. The infantry is just getting healed up again. By the way, it's the second Stuka Sufus, lucky me. If I were him, I would have built this headquarters right near the other ones, like over here, so then everyone can just heal up even faster so they can repair their vehicles. Anyway, they're about to lose their 5th Panther here. If they're not careful. And yeah, so they lost 5 Panthers. That was devastating for them. How much fuel is that? That's 500 fuel, plus we have... That's like 800 fuel right there they've lost just in that assault there. Now what do we lose? Lipton kept his... I think he kept his Pershing alive, did he? Yeah, his Pershing was kept alive. So we lost... I lost 2 SUs. Cromwell was lost, and a Comet was lost, so... I'll make that a second. Cromwell was lost too. Lipton is just pumping out these tank destroyers. His infantry aren't killing some of his OKW infantry here, though. Needs to keep falling back. It looks like Max's Cromwell, or a Comet, actually, right there. Do you just see that? I think he just lost all his infantry right here. Hold on, look at this. Okay, that's actually a great little... This just represents the battle, the carnage here. Look at all these units right here. I think he threw a grenade there and actually wiped out all those squads here. We'll find out. Yeah, he wiped out all of his veteran squads there. Great grenade by Lipton there. It's running. All the action is on this side. More explosions coming in here.
We have a new Su-85 to deploy.
Su-85 is coming in. We're fighting with these units over here. I don't think Lipton was paying attention here. Yeah, lost his pet squad there. I guess the King Tiger is better to pay attention to than that one squad. I have my Su-85 here. I'm about to get outflanked again. Check it out. I have another one breaking through the wall here. So I think he's going to be okay, but I'm going to back up and make him expose his flank and his side armor here. So he's basically outnumbered here. He's going to turn his rear armor here. And that's okay with me because it's going to hurt him more than me. And so they're going to lose another Panther. No armor preservation for these guys in this match so far. They have the armor. They have all. They have tons of direct, indirect fire here. They cannot. They're briefly taking this point, but I don't think they can actually hold it for long periods of time. We have another recon coming in from Max. They're dropping more supplies. And this purging will actually do it. Did he just throw a grenade? That guy just... What the heck was that? Bet 2. They'll defend the tank with grenades. Okay, that is amazing. The guy just opened the hatch and tossed a grenade out. So I'm assuming Lipton got a little close to the guy with popping on a grenade. That is awesome. That's really cool. I haven't seen that before actually. Now, I'm trying to snipe at my opponent here. Push back his Panther. If I could push in a little bit and maybe take out some of these guys, that could be good. Now keep in mind I have no infantry to support me here, so I'm very afraid of some Panzerschreck units, so I'm gonna try to back up here, but I'm either gonna do the slow turn and I was calling my Katusha to try to push these guys back. I don't want my armor to be damaged here. I just lost a unit here. These guys are trying to take this point under machine gun fire here, so I said earlier that these guys have no armor preservation. I'm having trouble keeping my infantry alive in this match here. Look at that. This thing is just great against infantry apparently. So the point is neutralized. Our opponents have not been able to... I feel like we have the momentum now, though. They lost all their veteran squads here. They don't have that much armor left, and a lot of their manpower is being restricted by all these indirect points they have, all these indirect things they have. The artillery they have there. Well, I'm getting 205 manpower because I'm losing so many units. Anyway, there's a mine over here they placed, I think. Yeah. Something in Max with their heavy tanks are going to kind of deal with. This has more of the artillery and the kind of the tank destroyer guy.
Engineers are standing by.
So we have a tank back at base that needs to be repaired.
Shooting at us. Attack!
He does have AT. It's going to be kind of hard for him to take this what armor is over here, and the bridge has been destroyed. Let's see a piece of an RAF airplane right here. So once again, all is kind of quiet. This grouper here. Actually, not as much as I thought it would be. Anyway, check this out. This is kind of dumb. I'm going to lose this squad here, which is a decent amount of manpower, 330 to be exact. I'm going to steal 50 fuel from these guys. Just say, you know what? Thanks for the supplies. We'll enjoy them in our, in our Soviet homes. He's trying to run me over too. Look at this guy. But I have one man here. Someone's even calling artillery down on them. White Frosters. Oh, Nick. No, that's Lipton. Nick's not even in this match. Lipton's calling smoke down for me. I now have one man here. I'm just going to steal all their fuel. So, did I try to get out of there? I could have stolen 50 fuel, but I stole 30 of it. so I stole some of that. That was good. Now, he got hit by his own mine there. I think from some artillery or something. You know, my Katyusha blew up his own mine here, so he's critically injured here, so we'll take advantage of this. His Panther is blocking his other Panther. So we're going to keep firing. If we can kill both these Panthers, this would be excellent. They're kind of slowly backing up. It's like they're stunned or something. So I'm going to keep moving up here. This is a little bit risky. They may have some infantry to help kill me here, but this guy's heavy vehicle damage here. So even if I get Panzer Strike, I can replace these. I've already been reckless with my infantry in this match, so we're going to push through the fire here. And we're going to wipe out this Panther, or not. Maybe not. Hopefully. No, apparently not. Even, there we go. So it's time to back up here. I do get my engine damage, but I should be okay. I have all these engineers here. And there's a Tiger over here, so another 2 Panthers have been killed again. That's like 10 Panthers these guys have lost. And something in the smoke around here. I think Lipton Pops was going to help cover me. So I have my conscript just running around shooting like crazy. Some of these guys have 7 kills. He ran right over Lipton's mine here, and that's going to be a Tiger he's going to lose. So the armor these guys have is just getting mauled. Try to retreat here with my unit here. And my regular hat. Let's actually go back to the Tiger here. I want to see this straight. And Lipton's infantry are all vet 3. They're wiping out enemy units. So they put fire down. They're going to stop their own men from pursuing here. You know, I have this unit. I'm going to try to wipe out the vet 3 unit if I can. There we go. I'm launching my Katyusha at 30 units over here, just trying to hurt them. So just absolutely chaotic units are getting wiped out. Absolutely a great match out here. Tons of armor. I love matches like this. I mean, I wish I kept some of my armor alive, which I haven't been able to clearly. But, you know, it's just beautiful to see all this heavy armor here. I think that's what's awesome about COH 2. Just the cinematics you can make. You know, we paused that a little bit earlier. What a heck of a way to end Season 5 here, too, guys. Season 4, or originally Season 4. Season 5 is going to start soon. And look at this guy, he's still bombarding me. Actually, I'm grabbing another SU here. Let's see how many kills these guys have. 24. 20 infantry. 12, 11 infantry. 64 kills, 3 infantry. That is crazy. Anyway, I managed to actually wipe out one of his squads too with my grenade here, so yeah, he's just also his headquarters got destroyed here, so he is in trouble. He's getting fresh squads, and you know, munitions does not grow on trees here. And if we can go after it, Lipton, and maybe kill some of these things, we're going to be in real trouble here. Those are indirect fire here. I'm just going to have to pull out of there. There's just too many units. Alright, they're briefly holding this, but not for long. We're refitting and repairing all our tanks right here. That's why none of us are at the front lines. That's why I'm saying this was a mistake. Because they never really touched us, and we could have been threatening this point here. Anyway, I managed to do the Panther Strike also. The commandos are here, trying to wipe out enemy units. Grenade would be excellent, maybe. Nope. So they just have a ton of infantry right here, so we're in a little bit of trouble if we don't. Make another SU, by the way. I'm just going to keep pumping these things off the assembly line. Just like in the Battle of Stalingrad, there were Soviet tank factories working while the city was under attack, and then there's a big battle. They're still getting T-34s off the production line. That's exactly what we're doing here. While the city's under attack and we're losing troops, so we can pump out these tanks, we absolutely will. Of course, they managed to almost wipe out my engineer squad, so guess what? I might have to track an extra reinforced units off of. This is one designed to kill infantry, which is 9 infantry kills, so. Actually, I apparently killed a vehicle with this too. I moved my Katyusha too far up here.
Tank destroyer ready.
So if our infantry is superior to theirs and we're able to actually just keep killing and wiping out units like this, I don't think that they can be able to hold this substantially. They won't be able to hold it long enough. They just have a ton of AT units here, 3 of them.
Heavy machine gun team, prepare for combat.
And my Katyusha's gonna get shot. I did not realize that he was that far up.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
And they're gonna try to flank here, and you think we're screwed at this point, right? They have 2 tanks, but we have 4 tanks, so, and we'll tank destroyers and tanks. Have fun, and you're gonna pop smoke and go straight through it toward all these units here. Like, look at this. It's not Panther's dead. This one is, who knows what's going on. They have no proper support here. This is not coordinated well enough here. Now he's backing up into a King Tiger, so he's got to get his guy out of there. That would have been perfect if they had these 2 tanks right in position, ready to go. But look how many tanks we have here. I don't think this King Tiger stands a chance against all these heavy tanks and tank destroyers and comets. We even have rockets we can use. Oh, I missed it, damn. So I called the precision bombing strike here or whatever, and managed to wipe out their 2 AT guns and their repair units. So the rockets firing through the smoke here. Once again, massive losses. I managed to steal a Panther. Whoa! That was... Yeah, that was pretty darn accurate. So he lost a tank and I lost a tank here also, but he's gonna push in because if we can take out this King Tiger, it's worth it. So King Tiger's dead now, we're going after their own. They have no more tanks left. Now, I don't know if it's a manpower issue, but they decided to surrender. No, they have no more fuel. How many Panthers do these guys lose? Please put in the comments down below. If you can, 900 fuel. Damn, this guy has a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this match here, and I'll see you guys in the beginning of Season 5. Hope you guys enjoyed the finale. Leave a like below if you did, and we gotta do a code word for the end here, so you guys are pretty clever. Let's put something, let's talk about the Maxim. Put something in with the Maxim in a comment. Disguise it, like, cleverly. Don't just put Maxim. Put something like, I would have used more Maxims, or something like that. We'll see when you guys get to the end here. Confirm T217 if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in Season 5.